Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, detectives, seekers of mystery, and those of you watching this with your feet submerged in washing up bowls full of ice cubes. What is this weather? Honestly, Britain has lost its collective mind. We're not built for this. We're a people genetically engineered for drizzle, for apologising to puddles, for saying, it's a bit warm, isn't it? While slowly melting into Marks and Spencer's patio chairs. But this is different. This is biblical. This is Egyptian plague with a better Wi-Fi. The pavements are sizzling. The Labradors are refusing walks. The pigeons have given up entirely, and they're just lying in fountains like tiny, feathery pensioners. And detectives, my dear forgotten message detectives, I do hope you are all staying cool. Hydration is essential. Water, of course, electrolytes, naturally. But if you're British and over the age of 40, a large chilled Sauvignon Blanc. Medicinal, really, though. Doctor's orders: take 1 glass every hour until clues begin to emerge. Because mystery solving in this heat is dangerous. You can sometimes forget your senses. You hear a whisper in the attic. Ghost? No, it's your neighbour's fan oscillating. You discover a shadowy figure in old photographs. No, that's just sweat in your eyes. You uncover a cryptic forgotten message hidden for decades. Or is it simply your shopping list that's fused to the kitchen counter? This heat makes it impossible to know. And yet, we press on. We investigate. We squint dramatically at faded documents while dabbing our foreheads with tea towels. We pursue the truth. We pursue answers. We pursue whatever room in the house is currently 2 degrees cooler than the others. And today, armed with a chilled wine, melting dignity, and absolutely no functioning air conditioning, we return once more to the Forgotten Message Project. Somewhere buried in history lies a message, waiting to be heard, and if we can stop sticking to the furniture long enough, we may just find it. Onward, detectives, and for heaven's sake, keep that bottle in the fridge. Let's run the intro. Once again, detectives, good evening. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. I know it's very warm. Let's hope that everyone's staying nice and cool, staying safe. Pour yourself a cold glass of wine if you can. Doctor's orders. Trust me on that. So what are we going to talk about tonight? So first of all, we're going to go over the last week's cards that we've published. Help you have a look through those ones. We're going to cover the stories that we've begun to uncover. We're also going to have a bit of an update on some cards that we sent home. Some great stories there. One of them dates back a good sort of 3 years. Quite an interesting story, and one that I'd always hoped to return, and we've only gone and done it. So well done, everybody, for taking part. Let's start with the week's cards. We'll have a look at those, and I'll take you through each one, and then we'll crack on. So first up, case 190526. This card was sent in 1948 from Erwin Gilmore to his mother. A bit of an update on this one. The Gilmores were a large family from Glasgow, and by 1921, Erwin's father, Thomas John Gilmore, was bridge keeper at Lammill Bridge. Now, after his death, the Gilmores moved to Kilsyth, and several family members are buried in a cemetery there. We believe this card may be rehomable to one of Erwin's grandnieces or nephews. We will keep you updated on this one. We have tried to make contact, so fingers crossed we'll have another wonderful story to finish. And next up, this glorious card, case number 200526, sent in 1914 to Mrs. Todd, Yaxley Lodge, Yaxley. So imaginatively titled there. Penned by May, who appears to approach postcard correspondence with the philosophy of why leave any blank space when one can simply just start writing sideways or upside down or inverted. Who knows? Really interesting card here. We've not managed to break this one, so there's still a story to be told. Again, if you think you can add something to this card or the investigation, please log on to the site and add a comment or two. Love to hear what you guys think. And we followed up that card with this glorious one from Denise, reference number 210526. On the front, we've got a wonderful picture of the Guildhall, London, addressed to Mr. Harry Wadsworth, Carlinghall. And our writer Alice was in Heckmondwike Road. Now, there's two wonderful names there to work with. Alice's message is a bit of a sad one. She's having to put off her friend's visit because of a death in the family and a funeral. But did Mr. Wadsworth and Mrs. Wadsworth receive this message? The blue pencil reads, "Not at," alongside the address. So one wonders. And on the 22nd, case number 220526, we had a wonderful card written in pencil, which was quite faded, but our sender seems to be away during December. And she sent a lovely picture of a beach, which we assume was probably not taken in December. Just as hot there as it is here, I'm sure. And sent to a Miss Skinner, Compton Road, Preston Park in Brighton. So a picture of the beach to someone living by the beach. Wonderful. Couldn't even make it up. And sent by a B. Ritchie. So we can narrow it down a little bit there. And we know this was sent in 1932 from Bognor Regis, so further along the coast there. And next up, we have case 230526, sent from Aberystwyth. We have a wonderful photo here of Plinlimmon Pass. Maybe I'll get it right if I practice. Sent to Manchester, all the way from Wales to Manchester. Sent to a Mrs. Duckers of 12 Welton Street, Heaton Park, Manchester. I think something wonderfully close to that, written in pencil, so it makes it very difficult. I did actually go on about mushrooms in my write-up to this card, so I apologise. Hopefully you found it interesting and not frightening. I try my best, but let's move on. And we follow with this with case number 240526, a glorious card, this one. Turns out to be a birthday card, so really exciting. This one has a message which starts on the front and then is carried over to the back, and it's sent to the wonderfully named Mrs. or Mr. Betger. Betger. I'll let you guys work it out because it's a little bit of a new one to me. I've not met anyone with that surname. But yes, another interesting case here. We have got some work going on this one. Let's see if you can add anything to it. And the final card of this week's review, case 250526, we're going Dutch. Now, this one was posted by Callie yesterday. This is a picture of the Pensions Hotel De Draak, I believe, sent from the Netherlands to Mr. and Mrs. Bartlett in Wolverhampton. A wonderful place to send a postcard to from overseas, I'm sure. Interesting work on this one beginning. We know it was sent in 1949, but again, if you think you can add anything to this story or you'd like to just have a look at it, please log on to the project. So that wraps up our delve into this week's cases that have gone live. Now let's move on to the exciting news about another case that we've cracked this week. News. So case 270922. So that's almost 4 years ago. This case entered the Forgotten Message project when a charming little collection of postcards addressed to Rosemary Latimer had spent decades quietly minding their own business in an antique market, waiting patiently for someone nosy enough to intervene. That was us. Now, enter postcard detective Gina, one of our top accidental historians and wrangler of lost messages. She was armed with little more than curiosity and what can only be described as an unhealthy enthusiasm for census records. The investigation began to who was Rosemary? Where had these cards travelled? Why had they survived for so long? And most importantly, where should they finally go? Now, some of the cards described childhood evacuation during World War II. Some wonderful holidays were also mentioned post-war. but they had clearly seen things. They crossed generations and likely survived attic clear-outs, house moves, and at least one suspiciously damp cardboard box. They whispered fragments of another era, tiny handwritten time capsules from lives long lived. Clues were chased and family trees were climbed. Names were cross-referenced, detectives squinted heroically at faded ink. And then, last week, bingo. We were contacted by Elizabeth Fleming, Rosemary's cousin, and the perfect new custodian for these long-lost treasures. Last, the postcards are now on their way back into the family's hands, where they will now be shared with Elizabeth's family and beautifully with Rosemary's son David, bringing the story full circle in the most heartwarming way. One can only imagine the postcards themselves breathing a collective sigh of relief, from forgotten cars to treasured family heirlooms. Case 270922 is another gentle reminder that postcards are far more than bits of old card. They're tiny ambassadors from the past. They stubbornly refuse to let memories disappear. So, mission accomplished. Another happy ending for the Forgotten Message project, proving once again that sometimes the post is only a few decades late. Now, quick add-on to this one, Elizabeth discovered the existence of these cards by Googling a few different names in her family. So it shows you that when we do the work, we may not immediately get it home, but because it's out there, people will pick up on this in the past. So it is important that we get these stories told. Brilliant. And so that just about wraps up everything for the week. I hope you've enjoyed the video. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. There's a button somewhere, probably down there, maybe there, maybe somewhere up there, who knows. But yeah, click on everything you can. Add comments as well, because I love to hear what you guys think. It's nice for me to hear from you and also chat with you. Anything that you want me to talk about, I'll add in as well. Have a great rest of your week. Please stay nice and cool. It is really hot out there, guys. Take care. Keep in touch. And for your delight and pleasure, here's a little clip of Detective Thurl enjoying the beach yesterday. Have a good week. Cheerio.